So, which hand moves first as you breathe?
Bottom.
Bottom. Top. Top. So what's happening here is that your lungs, as you breathe in, the diaphragm moves down, and as you exhale, it goes backwards. And the muscles which are working the diaphragm down here in the abdomen, it is possible to breathe from the top, but just see if you can see the difference. First of all, keep the tummy muscles tight and breathe into the chest. That's it. And now this time, allowing the chest to remain fairly still, just breathe using the stomach muscles to draw and the abdominal muscles to draw the center of the diaphragm down. And just do that a few minutes. Allow your knees to bend. So softening the knees to engage these muscles in the thighs. And while you're doing that, I have an image of what might be happening, which hopefully will help you. So if you'd all like to take an edge of this sheet, this is a visual aid to our learning. And I assure you it hasn't just come off my bed, it's been sitting in my car for several weeks, hence the dirty marks in it. And now imagine that first of all this is sort of a bit rounder, probably a bit darker inside your body, and also that it's shaped more like a dome. So you have to use a little bit of imagination. But as you breathe in, bring your hands forwards. So breathe in. And as you exhale, come back. And breathe in again. And now this last time, do the same thing and see if you can feel your own abdomen and diaphragm moving as you breathe. And now imagine that in the center of your diaphragm sits your voice. So breathe in, and as you exhale, go ah. So breathe in, hands go forward, and ah. Ah. Good, and now go ooh. Ooh. And try an E. E. And you just move him into the centre there. And then this time, I'd like you to, do any of you remember by Laurie Anderson? What's it called? Oh, Superman. And you remember how it starts? It starts like the sound of a telephone, and she's using her voice. So and so we'll start off like this and see what happens to the front. Here we go. When you lose your voice, the voice leaves the diaphragm. So this time try it with ooh. Ooh, 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 ooh. And try E. E. So imagine, as you do this, see if you can feel inside your own body the voice coming up from your diaphragm and using this as a visual aid. And here we are, this time with O. O, 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 and ah. Ah, 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 ah. And finally, let's try a few other sounds. Let's start with ribbit, 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 and King Kong. King Kong. That's right, that one. Well, it's so frightened. Poor Frog's so frightened of King Kong. He had to get out of it. So King Kong. King Kong. So King on one and Kong on the next. King Kong. King Kong. King Kong. There you go. So let's put that away before I'm going to hyperventilate. But that's an image for you around what might happen as you breathe with your diaphragm and with the voice.
He's getting your chair.
So now I'd like to invite you to imagine that here in the centre of the room is a large rubbery ball, and that as we sing we're going to press into it. And we're going to use our voices. So putting your best foot forwards, and then breathe in, draw your hands up to the side, and as you exhale, push forwards. So. make room for Brian to come in there. And then try the other foot, and this time you're going to go ooh as we push forward. And allow the whole of your body to be pushing the sound forward. Ooh. We're going to try E. And O. And this time, as some of you are already doing, I want you to do a sound which is different from mine, interesting or pleasant, or both. Here we go. On ooh, ooh. Ooh. And try O. And now this time, if you want to change your sound in mid-flow, so to speak, if you start making a sound, oh no, there's notes missing there. We try that one. So you're looking to find the harmony which will please you on E. And finally, E. And here's a little round. It goes like this. A glowworm's always happy, a glowworm's never glum. For how can you be grumpy when the sun shines at your bum? Here it is in chunks. A glowworm's always happy,
A glowworm's always happy,
a glowworm's never glum.
a glowworm's never glum.
For how can you be grumpy when
For how can you be grumpy when
the sun shines at your bum?
the sun shines at your bum? A glowworm's always happy, a glowworm's never glum. For how can you be grumpy when the sun shines at your bum? A glowworm's always happy,
That's it.
a glowworm's never glum.
Got it.
For how can you be grumpy when the sun
Here
shines
comes the
at your
round.
bum?
First one.
A glowworm's always happy, a glowworm's always happy. For how can you be grumpy when the sun shines at your grumpy when the sun shines at your grumpy when the sun shines at your grumpy? For how can you be grumpy when the sun shines at your grumpy when the sun shines at your grumpy when the sun shines at your grumpy? For how can you be grumpy when the sun